Let's go live to Resul Serdar. He's in Damascus for us. So first of all, Resul, tell us a bit more about what we know of this meeting and the US delegation's visit to the capital there.
Well, the U.S. delegation led by Barbara Leaf, the Deputy Secretary of State, was here today and meeting the HTS officials. And so they have discussed how the transition is going to take place. And of course, the fight against ISIL in the country. This is one of the primary concerns of the United States. And also how the new Syria is going to be formed. So American delegations are saying, well, they have put the pressure on the new administration to be inclusive as well. And this is a line that we are hearing more and more from many of the Western delegations when they are coming here and urging the new administration in Syria, saying to be inclusive. And that is the primary concern here, because when we talk about the Syrian new administration or the Syrian opposition, is quite a fragmented, delicate coalition, and many fractions of that coalition are concerned that they might be not in the power sharing table. That is the greater concern, and if that happens, perhaps it could lead to somehow a further friction. So that's why now the U.S. administration here is urging the new government to be inclusive, and of course how they are going to take the country into transitional period, and of course the fight against ISIL as well. But another issue that hasn't been official, but there have been some unconfirmed reports that also the U.S. delegation has been in talks with the new administration about Israel and the new administration position toward Israel as well, but we do not have much details about that as of now yet. However, this meeting is extremely important because this is the first time that the U.S. delegation officially is meeting HTS, Head of Tahrir al-Sham officials in Damascus. So they're extremely cautious because many officials of the HTS are still on the terror list of the USA, and they say that based on their actions, they will decide whether to remove HTS from that terror list or whether they are going to remain on that list.
And Resul, in the southern part of the country, what more do we know about this Israeli shooting near the buffer zone which borders the Golan Heights, the occupied Golan Heights?
Well, just hours since the fall of the regime here, Israel started to have a military advance toward Syria, particularly through Quneitra region, alongside its intensified airstrikes. But today was the first time, 12 days after the fall of Assad regime, was the first time that Israeli soldiers have shot people. And that was in Mara, in the Quneitra. So when people were protesting against Israeli military advancements, because today Israeli army has entered in 2 more villages. As of now, it's not clear whether they're planning to remain there, whether this is an invasion, or whether just they're getting into that areas and cleaning the areas, destroying the military infrastructure and withdrawing or not. As of this moment, that is not clear yet. However, being first time that Israelis on the Syrian soil shooting the Syrian citizens, that is quite something new. And these advancements of Israel, it seems that it is the main security threat, not for the new administration in Damascus, but also Syrians as well. As I said, just hours after the fall of Bashar Assad, Israel started to bomb the country. Even it perhaps didn't give time to Syrians to enjoy the fall of the regime that lasted for more than half a decade. But as I said, for now, the officials here, when I talked to them, they said that they do not plan to get into any conflict with Israel yet. However, they are saying that we are calling on the international community to stop Israeli aggression against Syrian territory.
Okay, Resul Serdar joining us there from Damascus.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.